With 8 rounds of the TVR Tuscan Challenge completed, the big powerful sports cars faced an even bigger threat here in Birmingham, and existing competitors an even bigger one, with the inclusion of Ian Flux in the championship, taking the wheel of the 395 brake horsepower TVR for the first time.
They're great fun to drive, very entertaining for the crowd to watch, so I've just been told, and fairly heart-stopping for myself. As you just pointed out, I've just taken the bicycle clips off.
Birmingham is a problematical circuit because you can't afford to make a single mistake here.
So I've been told, Neville. I think you have a crash if you do.
I like TVRs because they're a proper British sports car, nice big engines, rear-wheel drive, full of character, brutal horsepower, very enjoyable to drive.
It's going very well. Everybody's sticking with it. The cars are going well. We obviously have a few incidents each one, so there's a panic between each race to get them going again, but it's going very well, yes, the series is going very well, is it?
Well, after practice, the grid looked like this, but unfortunately the marshals didn't see it quite that way when they brought them round, and in fact lined the cars up back to front. Chris Hodgett's more than anxious, however, to put his stamp on this race, an important one as far as he's concerned. And Jimmy McRae, well, he's carrying a camera on his car, and that should provide us with plenty of fun. Don't forget, he was in second place at Brands. But the man with the experience is Hodgett. He shows it. He's away first. A clean start. Gap already opening up with the cars towards the back there, but it's Hodgett's into the lead. McRae slots into second place. And, ooh, there's some pushing and shoving there as they come out. Up the long hill now, where power really counts, and torque as well. 360 foot-pound of torque from these Rover engines, the Group A block, prepared by TVR on this lightweight GRP body. McRae, down again, looking for a way. And he looks as if he might have found one too. Feeds the power on, still holding on to that second place. A couple of 3 people run wide there. And we've got a spin up. Right in the middle of the pack, collects it back together again. All's well that ends well, but it's still Hodgett's. McRae right behind him. And McRae closing up on braking here. Down a gear. Whoops, and loses it. That looked to me as if somebody tapped him in the back, and I reckon it was Richard Cabin. Yes, Richard Cabin goes through there, and obviously hit McRae in the rear, who's struggling to restart the car. He steps away, and this is Jimmy McRae, feeling like Albert's mother, a trifle vexed, and there's Cabin's car with the damage to the front end, weaving about there. And Cabin, I think, is inevitably going to have to head for the pits. That, I would suggest, is his race run. And he has got a problem. Everybody's passing him, so Cabin out of the fray. Past him there went 27, John Kent. Let's see that again in replay. McRae, as you can see, closing the gap under braking. Quite the innocent party here. And up comes Cabin, trying the impossible, hits the back of McRae's car. McRae fortunate not to hit the barrier, but Cabin unfortunately gets all the damage. Perhaps he deserved it, who knows. Everybody misses him. Back to the race. There is once again, dominating the situation, number 15, Chris Hodgett's. Probably knows this circuit better than anybody else, and Ian Flux now up into second place. Wayne behind him, then John Kent, then Cole, and McRae fighting his way back up, and what a fight he's got on his hands. Graham Nash is sorted out on the inside. No, he isn't. Nash there, although he went wide, held on to the place. You can see him just dabbing the brakes there, a little uncertain, and McRae knows this, so he's giving him a wide berth. Waiting for the opportunity, perhaps, to let him make another mistake, go wide somewhere else, and then nip through. Evenly matched for power, these engines producing all the power in the world. Dry sump, of course, and going around the outside now. Holford's corner. Didn't make it that time. He's right close with him, now has a good look at the inside, and he's through. Puts his hand up to signify to the driver behind that he's happy with that one. And here's the next little group. Ian Flux in second place. In third place, 26, is Simon Wayne. In fourth place is 27. That's John Kent. We're looking at John Kent now in the Lister Jaguar colours. As Jimmy McRae still storming through the field. And the real excitement in this race is watching McRae's progress. He's now about to attack number 9, Chris Mares. Mares is not going to give him quite such an easy run. In front of Mares, that looks to me like Martin Krass. And then I think it's Dave Loudon. Mares goes off. Mares goes off into the barrier. Chris Mares goes off into the barrier, and that is upper place as far as McRae's concerned. Lost a bit of ground there to the battle that's going on ahead of him. Loudon and Krass, the dueling duo. Well, there are 5 there, Jimmy. Sort them out. He has. And Krass goes through on the inside, and Dave Loudon wouldn't like that. Loudon, who's coming back at him, and tucked up on his tail there. McRae looks for a way between the two of them. There's not room for that. But Loudon is sorted out, and now Krass is the subject of the pressure of the flying Jimmy McRae. This really is the Flying Scot at his best. Superb car control. Coming up, dealing with Martin Krass. Krass not giving away there, keeps himself on line. Down a gear again. Hard braking here. And Krass there, you can see, struggling to get some grip at the front end. Came in a bit quick, braked a bit late. This time it has a go. The tail tries to break away, but here's McRae looking at Krass and right behind Dave Loudon, and here's the aftermath of that battle that we